Hello, welcome to class number 8, the final class in our 8-week series of continuing education. It's a class that I'm super passionate about teaching because when I first got involved with doTERRA 7 years ago, I didn't realize how much these products were going to change my life. After realizing that, I just became super passionate about helping everyone else. So when I first started, I was on at least 7 different medications, prescription medications, and some over-the-counter meds. After getting off of multiple pharmaceuticals for my respiratory issues, physical and emotional issues, pain, I decided that it was time to dig in more and learn more about the natural solutions that I could have for all areas of my life, and really wanted to share that knowledge with everyone who would listen. So if there's somebody that you know that needs some options for natural health care and a better lifestyle that maybe doesn't include so many medications, take notes. Please share these classes with them. We all need a little help sometimes, and sometimes we just need somebody to share with us. So we have options for pain. We have options to help with pain, to help with discomfort, and natural options to help us live generally healthier and happier lives. And there are a few factors that come into play with our health that I don't necessarily think that everything can be cured, treated, or healed with essential oils, or helped with essential oils. That's not reality. But if we can improve our life or someone else's quality of life, if we can give them a more natural and sometimes more effective option, that's what we're looking to do. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, grab a piece of paper and a pencil or pen, and I want you guys to rate your pain in the following categories. So chronic pain is first on a scale of 1 to 10. Is this part of your daily life? When we think about chronic pain, it might be something that you can't get rid of, things like arthritis, back pain, lower back pain. Rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1, let's see, 1 would be I have no chronic back pain at all, and 10 would be it's unbearable and I'm probably on some type of painkiller or medication for it. Then the next category is going to be the emotional pain. Heaviness in our lives is real. Everybody has tough things in life, and some of us have gone through really hard things like trauma, grief, and loss. All of those things have physical effects on us as well. And it's thinking about the idea that emotions are physical, such as when you cry. If we're sad or upset when we cry, there can be a physical response with tears, and it can be like that with other things too. So sometimes maybe you've got a lot of anger, for example, and it can actually affect your liver. There's other parts of our body that will be affected by emotional pain as well, and can cause physical pain and physical disease. So on an emotional level, number 1 would be I'm pretty happy all the time, and I really don't feel much heaviness in life. And number 10 would be like I've lost so much and I've been through so much that it's unbearable at times. Perhaps right now with all of the stay at home, all of the new rules that we are experiencing, you may be experiencing more emotional pain than you ever have before, just due to the current times. And then our last category is occasional pain. I've got good days, I've got bad days. It might be today I woke up with some neck pain or a headache and I'm using all my oils, or maybe it's I get migraines once a month, or I've got achy knees once in a while. So again, one would be I rarely have ever had any kind of occasional pain, and 10 would be like, yeah, it's something I deal with. Maybe it's not chronic pain or emotional pain, but I do have occasional pain. So once you rate your pain, it will give you a good idea as we talk it'll give you a good idea about what products you might want to be using that you might already have, or what's going to be most helpful in your situation. And you want to keep a list of those things and make some notes about maybe some new ideas for ways, again, to use some of your essential oils that you've already got in your nice little toolbox, or you might want to add them to your next LRP order. For example, you may have never heard that eucalyptus is great for migraines. So that's something you might want to jot down if you suffer from migraines. Okay, keep that piece of paper and pencil handy, or a pen handy, so that you can jot down all kinds of ideas here. All right. So, which body systems need the most support? We're going to do a quick evaluation to try to figure out which areas in your body need the most support. So think about it if you go to a chiropractor or traditional doctor, or maybe a naturopath or DO. They're going to help you identify what areas of your body need the most work and where it will be most beneficial for you to focus on. So as we dig in, I would like each of you to focus in on your body. Is it your lower back, your shoulders, your head, knees? Maybe it's from an injury. Which part of your body is suffering? Or is it your emotions? Or is it the whole thing? The goal is to get to the root of your problems and health concerns and be proactive about your own health. We could just take a pill, but often that's just masking the symptom. And often that's what our healthcare model is today, especially here in the US. We are frequently told just to take a pill, and that's kind of like sticking a Band-Aid on a lot of different health issues. It's rare that our healthcare system actually encourages us to dig down deep into what the root cause actually is. So, first thing, we're going to be talking about eating right, and then exercise and weight management, so diet and exercise. We know those are the foundations of everything, and we need to look at our diet and try to eat healthy whole foods, and we need to exercise. If this isn't part of your daily routine, just start out by going for walks or getting fresh air. Again, right now, that fresh air and exercise is super important to keep your immune system as healthy as possible. Perhaps you feel chronic pain, and maybe it's because you have an intolerance to dairy. Maybe if you cut that out of your diet, that would help. What if you have eczema on your skin? It could be because you're allergic to eggs, or it could be that there's something else that you're eating that is not agreeing with you, and the root level is perhaps at a gut level, at your gut, in the gut level, that the real issue is. But often, if you go to the doctor for those things, they're just going to prescribe, especially like for those skin issues, maybe a steroid cream. And then they kind of let you know that there's really nothing that they can do about it, or don't really know what the cause is. But I've learned that that's not always true, and that there's so much that we can do to improve our life and improve our health naturally. We're super capable of listening to our bodies, something I have learned to do more than I ever thought I needed to in this health journey in the last 7 years. And then researching. I loved researching and trying to work through getting to the root of the problems and find natural options without side effects that medications can have. So one thing that I absolutely love knowing is that there's something that I can do now to help myself and to help others naturally. Our bodies are amazing and constantly working to heal themselves and constantly working to get back into balance. So, well, we are talking about essential oils and pain, and that's the topic of this class. But it is important that we also look at what is most foundational. So we want to rest and manage stress. We want to reduce the toxic load as well. And part of what we do, especially when we think about our diet and then reducing that toxic load, is one of the most foundational things that there is, and that's good supplementation. With the doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack is the most foundational thing that you can do to support your body. And it's the #1 selling product that doTERRA has. So we do this in addition to eating as healthy as we possibly can. So again, when we think about eating right or a certain diet, it's not necessarily the type of diet or the amount of calories. It is thinking about whole, natural, non-processed foods. So that is a great place to start. But even when we're eating a really good amount of fruits and vegetables and whole foods like farm fresh or grass-fed, we're not getting the nutrients that we need out of the foods that we used to be able to. And that is because, we've talked about this before, but it's because our soil has been over-farmed and over-processed. So supplementing your diet with Lifelong Vitality is one of the most important things you can do. And you might wonder, how is a vitamin or how are these supplements going to help with my pain? But it's at the core of what your body is trying to do and what it will do. If it's fed the right things, it will, the nutrients will go to the right places that the body needs to help heal it and help fight inflammation. It'll repair, the proper nutrition and proper supplementation will repair tissues. It'll send more blood to the areas that need to be healed, and it will support the brain and its healing functions. So your body will be at its best when it's fed the right things, just like, like when you think about a plant. So if it has good soil and you put water in it and you put it in front of the sun after maybe it's kind of been shriveled up, even a droopy plant is going to perk right up. And that's what our body does when we start giving it the nutrients we need. So I don't know, if you think about it and you feel like your body is like a plant turning brown, or maybe you kind of feel like you're shriveling up or just kind of dying inside because of physical or emotional pain, feed it the right things so it can live, thrive, and survive. And I love thinking about it that way. So proper supplementation and lifelong vitality truly is going to give your body that best opportunity to live, thrive, and survive well. Everything that you eat either feeds disease or fights disease. So everything we put into our bodies is either going to accentuate the problem or actually help it to heal. And it's really important that on a daily basis, we take Lifelong Vitality. If you're not taking it and you've been to all of our classes, then I might question why not. I think about just what that foundation is, and I would really like you guys to try it if you haven't yet, and connect with a person that's invited you. Talk to them about the best way to get started on it. So a lot of times we have customers who are taking Lifelong Vitality. Some maybe not at all, but sometimes, but often when they start taking them, then their symptoms start to fade away. And after that point, once those symptoms settle down, then we can figure out what else they are actually dealing with. All right, so where do you start? You might feel overwhelmed and you think, okay, I will give Lifelong Vitality a try, but I don't know how. Well, the best way to do it, again, connect with the person that invited you or your wellness coach and give it a full 30 days to try it. Number one, it's a money back guarantee. If you try it for 30 days and you do not feel the difference, then doTERRA will refund your money. But let's just give it a try, you guys. See what happens when you try it. Maybe you'll start sleeping better, and maybe you'll start, maybe your system will start being more regular, no more constipation. Maybe you'll have more energy. And then when those are things that we don't deal with anymore, after we take care of some of those things, we refresh our body, we give it more energy, we start that healing process, then we can deal with other things that we are concerned with, other issues at that point with more oils and more different supplements or more supplements. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. And I also just understand that this is up to you. You guys, we all have the power to change how we feel by what we're feeding and putting into and on our bodies on a regular basis. So challenge on. All right. So how does Lifelong Vitality support us? How does Lifelong Vitality support us? So with chronic pain, different body functions are supported through Lifelong Vitality. And if we have chronic pain, or if somebody like me that has arthritis, maybe even something even harder to deal with like fibromyalgia, I've heard endless testimonies, not only my own, but others, about these issues. Lifelong Vitality does support chronic pain because it provides a healthy response to oxidative stress. It also supports bone health with calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D, which not only are great for your bone health, or they're also great for your immune system, especially zinc and vitamin D. Right now, we all, if y'all have been paying attention, we all need to keep our immune system strong. Super important. These supplements are packed full of just amazingness to help us. So they support healthy joint function and comfort, and specifically thinking about chronic pain, we have several different wellness advocates that, in addition to myself and my own benefits from them, that have had things like chronic arthritis. Some of them, I can think of two very quickly right offhand that I have met in person, that when they started using doTERRA, their health issues were so severe that they needed a wheelchair, often just for extra support. Now these people are healthy, they're walking, they're active, and they're living the life that they were meant to live. And it is because of Lifelong Vitality. You guys, it is so important to supplement your health, to give yourself the absolute best chance possible. All right, emotionally. So how does it support emotional pain? Well, it supports mental clarity and brain function. It provides a wide range of omega-3 fatty acids for gut and cognitive support. Most of our brain is made up of fat, so if we're not actually feeding our body essential fatty acids, which come in the form of omegas, our brain can be starving at times. This supplement, which is the Zeomega supplement in our 3-pack, is one that I, especially in times of higher stress, in the winter when maybe the long days can kind of get me down, the Zeomegas, our essential omegas that we take, I go ahead and I add an extra 2 a day to my normal routine just to give my brain extra support. I know my brain is starving at times and I need that extra. So we can also get omegas in foods like avocados, nuts, and good oils, but most of the time we're just not eating enough of that good diet. So we really need to supplement it. And then there's also the neurotransmitters in our gut that are like a second brain. So when we talk about emotional pain, one of the most important things you can do is eat well. It's going to feed the way your body feels the serotonin levels in your gut. So when we eat well or supplement well, it's going to feed the way your body feels the serotonin levels in your gut and how your emotions feel. We tend to think that emotional pain or mental illness all come from the brain, but actually the majority of it does come from the gut. So we need to work on our guts, our gut health, and our diet to help ease pain. Along with natural solutions that we're talking about here, I recommend that when people are going through a lot of emotional pain and trauma, that they go seek therapy as well, professional therapy, professional help, because you guys, you don't have to live with such pain, and we need to release it. It's meant to be released. It's meant to be worked through. Lifelong vitality supports the healthy function of the brain, and it also supports the healthy function of the eyes and the nervous system. Now, when it comes to occasional pain, lifelong vitality provides powerful foundational support, and that's going to be in a way that is vital to our body. It helps speed recovery, which is important because sometimes your occasional pain in maybe your knees after exercising or gardening or something more strenuous that you do builds up. So taking lifelong vitality has a lot more to do with overall health by protecting our body just to help keep us active. And maybe we just need more energy, more vitality, which is lifelong vitality. Product is the key to vitality, so give it a try. Oops. All right, now we talk about, we've talked about a lot of the amazing benefits of lifelong vitality, but I also want to talk about just the dangers of prescription pain medication. Maybe you're on some right now. I have been on it. My thoughts here are not to try to prescribe anything or treat anything or make you think we can heal anything, but I can share what my own experiences are and what I know that pain medications do. If you feel like that's your only choice, or it has been your only choice, but you want to try something natural, please talk to your doctor and see if they can if they will come alongside of you and help you wean off of pain medication by using something that's natural. So medications are needed at times for especially pain medications, but they're extremely overprescribed. So one of the things that you should know is that pain medications cause more deaths than car accidents. Over 37,000 people die every year in the US from prescription pain medication. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're taken appropriately. Some people overdose or misuse them, but that's an alarming amount of deaths. Talk about a pandemic, you guys. Well, pain medication is considered safe. Nothing like, yeah, it's safe. And I just don't get it. Teens are, it's the most prescribed for teens because they're safe, supposedly, and legal. And we know that they're not necessarily safe. If you've ever been on them, I have. You feel mentally out of control. Your system, your bowels can start to shut down, get constipated. You can feel horrible on those. Or maybe they made you feel really good and maybe it was a good escape. Well, that's not safe and that's not okay. You can't even drive while you take them. They're highly addictive. And I know people who have been addicted to pain meds, and it's very sad. An estimated 90% of people with chronic pain are prescribed opioids, medication specifically designed for short-term solutions, not long-term. So chronic pain, ongoing, they're prescribed opioids, which are specifically designed for short-term solutions, not long-term issues. So maybe you had surgery and you might need an opioid for a couple of days and nights as your body's healing begins to take place and you have a lot of pain. And I've been in that situation. And again, I experienced side effects, horrible side effects from those, even taking them for just a short time. Since the beginning of my health journey with doTERRA, I have chosen to try and now use natural solutions for post-surgery pain, and with great success. I still have had discomfort after surgery, but that is actually just a sign that my body's healing. So the way I was raised, I had always been taught that we should feel, that we shouldn't feel pain and that we should numb it. But now I understand that that's actually not true. Pain is okay. We just need to manage it, and there are so many different options. So right now you might feel that you need pain medication and maybe you're afraid to try something else. Only you can make that decision. It's not going to work, for one thing, if somebody forces you into it. If you really feel like you need pain medication, it's your decision. I did make a conscious choice to do something different. I wanted to treat the body that God gave me with a different priority than I had ever done before or learned about before. I wanted to just give it the best chance possible at kind of turning back the clock and living a healthier lifestyle instead of one in pain and one filled with side effects from medications. So if you make that choice to try something different, I really want to encourage you, number one, that you can do hard things and you can get through it. It's your life, it's your body, and you can do it. So here's a couple of tips for weaning off of pain medication. Increase your daily water intake. Drink at least 4 liters of water a day with grapefruit and lemon essential oils. Those are awesome to help support and flush your liver and kidneys. And if you've done research into side effects of those types of medications, they severely affect they can, and on a long-term basis, they do severely affect your liver and kidneys. I have a family member who is in kidney failure because of ongoing use of a medication that should not have been used for chronic pain. Also, you're going to want to try to eat real foods. While you do this, you are going to want to avoid sugar. You're going to want to go for walks, take deep breaths, create new healthy habits. And over time, you can form new neural pathways, which means we can retrain our brain and create healthy new habits. So take Lifelong Vitality and additional supplements, which we'll be talking about, to support your body and brain naturally. And that's gonna help you alleviate many of those symptoms while you're detoxifying your system. And surround yourself with really good support, people that help lift you up, not bring you down. We all have amazing people in our lives, and some of them are doing these classes with you. You guys reach out to your friends. I would highly, highly encourage through this process. People that have been using doTERRA and these supplements are going to have some expertise in this area. So please reach out to them for help. Again, we all need a little help sometimes. All right. Now we are going to talk about some sample wellness box options. So this is something you're going to want to put on your LRP, your loyalty reward program order, and that's your monthly order that's going to give you points back. For every dollar you spend, you are going to get a percentage of that back in points to use for free stuff, and we all love free stuff. All right, Lifelong Vitality is recommended as a nutritional base for everyone, and then we have some extra options to add in to help support us for our specific needs. So turmeric capsules, these are awesome. They are, we've had them for a little over a year and a half, I guess, in doTERRA. And it's one of the best products that doTERRA has. They are soft gels, and they're called dual chamber capsules because they have both the essential oil and the turmeric powder combined in them for a phenomenal system that supports the body at so many levels. If you're buying if you say, I'm using turmeric and it's something you get at the store, it's not going to be the duo capsules that contain both the curcumin and the turmerones. Those are the things that you want to have to support your system. Absolutely phenomenal. Deep Blue Rub is one of the best things you can put on achy joints. Now you can do this proactively, like in the mornings right now. I've realized I kind of let my knee pain get out of, I try to ignore it. So the last week or so, I've been using Deep Blue every single morning on my knees and every single night, knees, lower back, my legs, helps with nighttime cramping. I love to add copaiba oil to enhance the benefits of the Deep Blue Rub. And I'm trying to think how, okay, I kind of massage it into from my hips all the way down to my ankles because of the muscle and joint issues that my body is experiencing. Maybe it's just after over exercise, or maybe it is something chronic, but super helpful, you guys. And then Deep Blue Polyphenol. Deep Blue Polyphenol is complex is also phenomenal for joint pain. I take it often just to help with my aging and maturing joints. And then another one you can add in for additional support, it's not shown on this, but it's lemongrass, super helpful for joints, very affordable. I really like layering. Sometimes I'll do, because I've got arthritis and lousy joints, I like layering Deep Blue Rub, or maybe some fractionated coconut oil with the copaiba and lemongrass, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 of those. And just as you see that it is in the slide here, it recommends again that Lifelong Vitality is the base. So these are things you're going to want to be building on top of that foundation, on top of that base. They're all going to be helpful. All right. And then the last thing, it's not pictured here either, is Terrazyme. You might be surprised because most of us, if we know about Terrazyme, think of it for digestive issues, but it also helps with connective tissues, especially when you take it on an empty stomach. So it can help with joint pain. And it's something that I've just started implementing as I learned about this, because I am always learning just like you guys. And I'm just really excited to know that there are some awesome benefits at a gut level again with Terrazyme to help. Okay, next one is another sample wellness box option. Again, Lifelong Vitality is that nutritional base, and this package, if you wanted to put this together, it's going to be super helpful for muscle pain along with your Lifelong Vitality. So again, leg cramps, growing pains for your kids. Maybe you've been doing a lot of gardening this time of year and you tweaked your back. Again, it's going to be turmeric, and that is a daily go-to for me. Copaiba capsules, which are at an internal level, that's going to help differently than the Copaiba oil does. So take both. Copaiba every day for maintenance, and a little extra when you need more support. You can take like 4 of those at a time and get an awful lot of relief. And then there's marjoram, which is another amazing oil that helps with painful muscles. I mix that in my pain blend. And I usually have a great big old roller bottle with deep blue oil, marjoram, copaiba, lemongrass, and fractionated coconut oil. Seems like there's something else that I'm forgetting. Oh, I like to put Siberian fir in that as well. So those oils, it's just my little combo pain blend oil, and I like to keep that on hand, especially when I'm traveling and been sitting in a car on a plane for a while and everything gets stiff and achy. It's great. So lots of options for topical use for your oils. And again, with that deep blue rub, you need to have that on hand for your aches and pains. All right. Moving on, emotional pain. Wow. Lifelong Vitality, again, is your foundation. It is the very basis of what you need to help supporting all of your pain, and emotional pain is no exception. My husband, it really helps him with his depression. It helps me with mine, my mood swings. But adding on to that is the adaptive system. Okay, you guys. It's my favorite system. I have a lot of favorites, but it really is. So how do we recover from emotional pain? Well, definitely think about professional help when you need it. And remember to support your body with good nutrition. Along with that, adaptive is going to be the key, especially the adaptive calming blend capsules, because they increase the GABA in our brains. And then diffusing the adaptive oil from the 15 ml is a great way to uplift you from emotional pain. I actually like to diffuse it with bergamot, which is another amazing oil for emotional pain. And then adaptive also comes in the little roller, which I roll it on my wrists, I roll it over my heart, I roll it on the back of my neck, I roll it in my hands and just sit and inhale. Very, very helpful to balance you out. And elevation is another one. Wow. I don't always go to this one first, but when I remember is when I am really struggling with some type of an emotional, some emotional pain that is more than just a little. And elevation really helps to lift the mood. Again, you can diffuse it. All of these you can diffuse separately or together. And then the other one is going to be frankincense for that emotional pain. I look at which diffuser they have here. That the diffuser that is shown is the Volo diffuser, which goes like 10 hours, something like that. It goes a long time, and you can turn the light completely off, which is why I love it, especially for sleep and when I'm really struggling with trying to be more relaxed and get that, get my emotions more in balance. I love having the lights completely out at night. So that diffuser, you can turn them completely out. Hey, another quick thing. We all know that frankincense is the king of oils and it's phenomenal and you can diffuse it, but you can also, for emotional pain or other issues, you can put a drop of frankincense on your thumb and press that to the roof of your mouth, and it'll be absorbed into your system very quickly and help your all systems of your body very, very quickly. Digestive. This is our sample wellness box option for digestive pain. And again, you're going to want to throw these on your LRP so you get your points. And a lot of people need that extra digestive support, even along with their lifelong vitality. Maybe you've got food sensitivities or things that you haven't quite narrowed down. So in addition to that lifelong vitality, you're going to want to look at the two best digestive supplements, in my opinion, are going to be Terrazyme, which is your digestive enzyme and helps break up food, and then your PB Assist, which is your probiotics, pre and probiotics, helps the gut flora, helps balance things out. Then when it comes to oils, you can rub Digestin or Tamer on your stomach, and Digestin is awesome internally too. I like to experiment with that one when I have some occasional flare-ups of ulcers that I no longer take medication for. I prefer Digestin. I like to time it to see how long it takes because I love experimenting. Set your stopwatch on your phone and take a drop. Push go. For me, never fails. Under 60 seconds, that pain is either totally gone or dissipates mostly. Within 5 minutes, I'm not even thinking about that pain that I had. Now that can go for nausea, it can go for, it can help with indigestion. I just happen to use it when I know it's my ulcers. Another great one to use is Tamer. Now both of these can be put on topically. Tamer is only topical because it comes in a roller. It's perfect for kids or people of any age, from infants to elderly, pre-diluted. Now the difference with those is the aroma or the smell of Digestin is a little bit strong. It has fennel in it, and it also has peppermint. Tamer has, it does not have fennel in it. The mint in it is spearmint, so it's for a lot of people it tastes better, or it smells better. And I use both of them all the time. I use all the kids' oils. The convenience of Tamer and the less fragrant aroma is more appealing for when I'm traveling. Either one works well. And then the last thing is for things like deep down digestive pain. If you're having trouble with constipation, or if your bowels are inflamed, you are going to want the peppermint soft gels. They are absolutely amazing. They are enteric coated, which means that they don't release until it's deep into the intestinal system rather than being released into your stomach. So it's really important because we want peppermint, which is anti-inflammatory, to go into the digestive and intestinal tract and be released there. It's going to bring a ton of relief, not only with that pain, but it's also going to help move things through your system. All right. Here is another great sample wellness box option on your LRP. Head tension and migraines. Definitely the lifelong vitality, the LLV. And thinking about when we have headaches, head tension, migraines, they're going to be different for everybody because either the way we experience them or the cause of them is going to be different for you than it is for me. So you're going to want to experiment and see what works best for you. Now, Copaiba is amazing for this type of pain. In addition to Copaiba, Many people take the deep blue polyphenol complex, which we saw a couple of slides back, to help when they need more support. Frankincense is also awesome for headaches. If you are a chronic migraine sufferer, you can take a drop of frankincense and you can put it on your thumb and press it to the soft palate on the roof of your mouth and hold it there for several seconds. 30 to 60 seconds is what I tell people. And your hard palate is what's in the front of your mouth. If you move your thumb back a little bit without gagging yourself, that's going to be the soft palate, and that's where it's going to be absorbed best and be most effective. You can also take a couple of drops under your tongue. It's one of the fastest ways to get essential oils to absorb into your mucous membrane and into your bloodstream. And it affects how you feel. Frankincense is one of the best oils for this. Past tense, in that nice little roller bottle there, it is really helpful for headaches, neck tension, migraines. It's also helpful for muscle spasms in the legs, I have found out. And then we have eucalyptus. Both, it is applied topically, just like the past tense is, and it can be amazing in helping with headaches, head tension, migraines. I have tried this when I have an occasional headache, which just doesn't happen anymore. For me, Lifelong Vitality has taken care of most of my issues that I used to deal with as far as headaches and migraines. But I have tried eucalyptus, and I've massaged it along the back of my neck and at the base of my skull, and even into my scalp, just to really intensify, and it is amazing. So some great options for migraines. And don't forget, you guys, again, we're going to keep drilling it in, but Lifelong Vitality is your foundation. I hope you guys have taken lots of notes and have gained some new knowledge, have more information to help give yourselves the best possible options for a healthy, more natural lifestyle. We love teaching these classes. This is the conclusion of our 8-week series. I hope you guys have finished all 7 of the other classes as well in the series, and also be sure that you complete the quizzes that have been included, get them submitted to us, and you will get your free diffuser, which you can use another diffuser somewhere in your house or your office. So on behalf of all of us as coaches, we just want to thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys. We love what we do. We love being able to help you learn to live a more healthy lifestyle and to have options and take your health into your own hands as much as you possibly can. So for those of you that want to sign off, that's just fine. I am going to do a brief basic business intro next. You can stay on for that. And you can also let us know you want to watch a full business presentation, or you can hop off of this one and jump on later for a full business presentation, which will send you the information for that. Just request it from us. We'll send you a link to it. If you do the full business presentation, you're going to get a special gift just for taking part in that. We just want to encourage you guys, and we like giving stuff away. So just for a few minutes, want to talk about how to get your oils paid for. If you're totally into these products, sorry about that. Thought I heard somebody knocking. If you are totally into these products like we are, and you want to be able to order more than you've ever ordered before, we would love to help you get free natural health care like we do, and get your oils paid for. So there are 3 types of people, and we've touched on a lot of this. I'm going to touch on it again, but we really want to share with you guys, because if we don't share, it's kind of like we don't care. So 3 types of people. Some people just want to live a wellness lifestyle And that is what I started doing when I chose doTERRA. And then as I used it more, I started telling other people about it, and I couldn't shut up because I was super excited because I was having so many great um, health benefits with them, and I was able to get off of so many of all my medications, healthier than I've ever been. I just couldn't wait to tell all my friends. So that is going to be something that many of you want to do. And then maybe you want to share to the point to get your products paid for and earn a little bit of income on top of that. And that is an awesome place to start, you guys. It might be hosting some classes, but it's a great way to actually put a little money in your pocket. I don't pay for my health care. It truly is free because everything that I use, not only has it replaced my health care, my medications that I was spending over $500 a month on before, but I feel so much better. I feel great. And then the third type of person is somebody who wants to build a business like we are. They want to earn an income that can make an impact on their own lives and make an impact on other people's lives. So why doTERRA? Why now? Well, if y'all have looked around, the potential need for income has never been greater. There's so many expenses for us. Maybe you don't have a job right now because of the current situation and have a great need to earn a very good income. Well, doTERRA is thriving, even though our economy is not in a lot of areas. And then people are totally recognizing the need to take greater ownership of their own health. Many people want to get away from pharmaceuticals and over-the-counter meds, and even more want to boost their immune systems, especially now, so that they do not get into a severe or serious health situation. So questions that you might have is, how much money do I make? How much time is involved? Could this work for me? And what is the next step? So the way you make money is you simply give samples to people. You teach them or have them come to the continuing education or one-on-one classes that you do or that we do. You get people enrolled with their own wholesale account, just like you have, because that's the smartest way to purchase your essential oils, and then you support them. And that's just going to be by helping them, talking them through maybe some things that you've learned, and teaching them how to use a reference book like we all have and like you use. And then there's great income potential. You guys will get more into this as we go into the in-depth business class, but the income potential is real. And I am at a silver, between a premier and silver level. So if you look at what those incomes are, yes, that is exactly where my income is. It's right in the middle, month after month. And it's doing something I absolutely love. I love sharing these options with people. Plus, it's a great group of people to work together with. The teams that we have support each other. It's an awesome way to earn income. And then how much time is involved. So if you want to get your oils paid for, it's 3 to 5 hours a week. If you want to supplement your income, it's going to be 5 to 15 hours a week. And if you want to replace your income, yep, it's a job. You are going to be wanting to put 15 to 30 hours a week, depending on what level you are comfortable with being at for what income you want to earn. And then you're going to be thinking, maybe, could this work for me? Are you passionate about oils? Well, I certainly am, so yes. Do you love people? I certainly do, so yes. And can you follow a system and get things done? Can you use tools that are already in place and help people follow along? Yep, I can. Okay, so what's the next step? Well, hopefully you already have a wholesale account. And if you don't, or if you do have a wholesale account, you are going to want to upgrade that to a wellness advocate, and you're going to want to always have your loyalty reward order set at 100 PV, and that's so that you can earn commissions. That's the only requirement doTERRA has. And that's I buy my supplements or our supplements every month and oils, and it's my, like I said, it's my free health care, so I'm not out anything, but I get paid for it. If you don't already have a wholesale account, then you need to choose a kit. And the bigger the better as far as getting started if you are going to do this as a business, because you will have more things to try and more things to share with other people. And then you're also going to want to get that LRP set up, your loyalty reward order set up. Then you're going to reach out for help. We'll get you plugged into groups and training resources, and we will help you. The person that invited you is going to be your greatest asset, but we all love helping each other. And then you're going to want to start making a list of names of people that you know, and we'll help you with that, help give you some ideas on how to do that list. And then you're just going to want to hand out samples to everybody. It is so much fun. Okay, you guys, using oils, sharing oils, and teaching others. That is what it's about. So I just want to say thank you again for using or for hanging in here with all 8 classes, and for hanging on and listening to the brief basic business class. Let us know if you want to join in the other and get those quizzes turned in so we can get you your free diffuser. Thanks so much. Again, love you guys. Bye.